Don't cry, you deserve it. What's up, folks? Let's go. Snacking. Where my fucking coffee at? Do, do. Mm, Twitch. You guys figure which platform's better, YouTube or Twitch? Get most of my growth through YouTube, but I'm gonna try pumping my Twitch. Take the place. All right. Don't cry. Rocks are not metallic or specular, friends. What the what? Maybe there's another. There we go. Oh no, the jitter's back. Oh, it's because it doesn't have the script. Give me a fish. Give me a fish. Give me a fish. My God, it's beautiful. Give me a rock. Look how smooth that rock is, everybody. It's the smoothest rock you've ever seen in this game. Oh, yeah. You said your name was Zedka? No, ZXK. I'll call you Zed. That's good enough for government. We do have a small issue here. So now when we run into a rock, we're actually not triggering the collision. We're just blowing right through it. But we do have this very, very stable, no jitter on this fish. He's so smooth. Let's make a little to-do list here. So, of all the cool stuff we're going to do today. My lord, OBS is so glitchy. Fix throwing collisions. What else do we want to do? Jitter fix on all pickups. What else? There's so much exciting things. What are we gonna do? That's perfect. That's exactly what I want, OBS. Really? Oh. OBS video in game. Um, Stretch goal. Fishing refactor. Okay, perfect. What the fuck? Can you? Is this really a thing where OBS says, "Yes, you silly goose"? My Am I crazy, or does this take like I don't, okay, so you have to do a custom something? What the fuck is wrong with this thing? I see other streamers have no problems with this sort of stuff, and then yours truly is just completely useless when it comes to this stuff. As smart as I am also not smart. But What can we do? God damn it. All right. Make a new thing. Let's do text. Text source, media source, text. Okay. To-do list. Okay, it's the same damn thing. There we go. I don't know why it worked this time. Let me just set that up in the corner. There we go. Okay. Now we hide the BRB. We've got that nice little box there in the top left. It's kind of annoying. I put it down here. Yeah, no one needs to see this. Oh, wait. Good morning, man. You forgot objective survive. That's right. It's the same objective I've got every day. Can this get a background? Outline, drop shadow? Let's go see what that looks like. Cool. It's illegible. Undo, undo, undo. Shit. I don't know why it has drop shadow and outline, but nothing else on there. I've been getting a few errors trying to tube while following your tutorial. Try the solution first. Yeah, so there are a couple things you can do to fix errors. I can help you. It's one of the reasons why I stream is to help people. So shoot. I gotta also head over to the comments section, and there's a couple of people who have comments, questions. So let's do that. Thank you so much for replying. I didn't reply, did I? No, it's called turn server. Oh. Okay. Let's look at our unresponded comments. Do you have to port forward with WebRTC? No, you do not. That is one of the benefits. But yeah, if you have questions, I'm here to answer them. It's a true P2P version with no ports forwarding. Once connected, good to go. Sometimes getting connected is the tricky part, but I try to make that easy. My tutorial series. One of the errors is invalid status code 403 got expected. Interesting status code. Got 403 expected 101. Happens when I press host. Interesting. Let's think about that one. Is it harmless? Is it? No, it's one of the ones that actually prevents you from hosting, huh? To me, that seems like you might have something else running on a port. I wonder Yeah, I wonder if that one's preventing you from hosting. If it is, we really need to fix it. Mm. Sorry you're having difficulty, but I'd like to help you. How? Connection. You might need something other than WebRTC. Like if you are targeting desktop eNet, may be better to test with. You can find a guide on dedicated servers in my website. You can also. What happens when I press host socket poll? Yeah, interesting. So what if you don't have socket poll? Yeah. One thing you can always try out is you can go to the GitHub. You can clone down my project, the final one, and see if that throws the same error. So I recommend this part 2 one because this one kind of has the end to end. I don't know if you're on part 2 yet, but if you clone this down and run that locally, you should be able to see if that works, and then we can kind of narrow it down because I have seen that error before. So you're not crazy. I've definitely seen that one, and I can't remember what it means. You can also try restarting your computer because that can like shut down some like node processes if you have like a long running server. Like sometimes like AI agents will also like run servers in the background and they're on these ports and they're just occupying space. So I have had to restart my computer and say, hey, I need to close all this stuff down. So that's another option. Build sounds good. You can find a guide on the scripts. Good luck. I'll be around to help. Okay. You can. I would recommend for this frequently fail tracker doing a little tracker process, get TLA handshake on session. It's not trying to download final part to the prototype. I was still getting this around part. Yeah, something to try is to use my tracker. Oops. I have to update on my phone, so I join on my phone. Yeah. Do an update. It's good to do. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and try that out. Good luck. Let's go edit the videos. Andrew, me, me, moi. What is? I think the error is that TLS error. So we need to get that comment back up. Hey, you know that Kroluk is making Yandri sim using Godot. That's forbidden information. I didn't need to know anything about Yandri sim or whatever the fuck you call it. I can't like process that. But good for them. Good for them. So that's all I got to say that. Boo-doo-doo, doo, 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 doo. Mm-hmm. TLS, where's the TLS? I'm following. Do 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 do. I can't believe I lost this comment as soon as I. Oh, I can get rid of this filter. If you get Let's do it. All right, use that new tracker, folks. Use that new tracker. I've had it for a while. I just forgot to. Well, I really should have. Getting the same issue on year one, but it actually opens the world scene. Yeah, I wonder. Joining will make an error though. Oh God, that's bad. Hello, hi, good evening. All right, folks, that helps. Okay, so what are we doing here? We got. I'm getting the same issue, but it actually opens the world scene. Hmm. Let's think. Did you fix the interpolation I did. I fixed it. I got that script. I linked it in Discord. This thing is genius. I'm gonna share that in the other Discord too. So go over here, grab this. This is what fixed my jitter in networked physics. Finally, try it out. Y'all try it out. We're trying. We're doing our got to get to helping this person with their setup because we want them to be able to connect. The other thing you can do is you can try two Chrome windows. I don't know that that's going to be any different. It sounds like that would be the same on the itch link. So no one goes to Twitch anyway. Let's say .io. We go here and we go like this. Are you running a MacBook on an external monitor? Yeah, that's right. All right, Zed, you can try out. I mean, I don't know. This is probably not going to do any different because this is the deployed version of the GitHub. But if you take two Chrome windows and you try creating a create and join over here like this should tell you like really something's wrong. But since this is deployed, it shouldn't be interfering with your local setup at all. So you go like this, and you have a Chrome window here and a Chrome window here, and make sure they're side by side. And then you see that big session ID 44ULJ. So that's pretty important. I'll just leave that up for a second too, if you want to try to join that session. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Oh, we got war mugs, we got a couple of people, we got one person who's stuck. Yeah, we had a couple of people stuck. This symbolizes that they can't quite make a connection, right? Yeah, we got people moving around. This is the simple game. It's always good to just do a little network test. It works in Chrome for me. Yeah, so I wonder. How do I recapture the mouse? It's tab. Sorry. Tab. I think it's. Well done. This is about as simple as it gets. If you see me. Ha, stole your kill. I should make a little. I should work on my shooter game. I've got a shooter as well. Is it 44ULJ? Yeah, 44ULJ. You know, there's no guarantee that it all works. So, I mean, the way we set up network is we make it easy, but easy means it's like it can be unreliable. Let's see. Let's check the console. It looks good. So it should be. Let's try again. 44ULJ. It's right there at the top of the screen. Oh, it's not working. Oh, it's working. There we go. All right, we're shutting it down. All right. It's not working for me. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Let's think. Are you on a VPN or are you on a college, like university network? Sometimes those can be more locked down. We're closing it down. We're closing it down. It was a good test. Thanks, folks, for joining that real quick. No, no VPN. Well, the last thing you can try is you try these side by side again, and then you click this button right here, turn relay. You can try turning on this turn relay and this turn relay. Yeah, you might be prevented by an AV. Yeah, we had fun. Yeah, it's very simple test. We'll get the more advanced game going here in a second. Not really very much fun. It was a very simple demo. Well, guess what we're doing today, folks? So check this shit out. This is our map. We can get our trees and shit in here. We have this computer screen. This OBS screen. This is gonna show y'all my computer screen inside the game so you guys can play and watch me at the same time. So watch this. One change here. Watch this shit. There it is. There is my Godot game with me in it. Now we're gonna put this. This is Godot on the screen somehow. Last time when we played Andrew Jeff's Finch thought Part 3 was more fun because it was an actual game. Yes, that's right. It is an actual game. I should get this thing up so that you guys can play the fishing game. I've got some tasks here. Throwing, collision, so throw. Let's go. Let's do... Part 3 is a little more involved, but yeah, it works equally. So what we're going to try to solve for... I believe that you can do a texture on a plane mesh. Great tip. So that is the stretch goal, the OBS video in-game here on this to-do list. But I need to fix this throwing first. Can I open a web browser in Godot? I do not know. I think so. I wonder. The gym simulator has a PC and a screen, and the screen had Chrome, so the streamers were playing a game, and he played his stream in the game. That sounds fun. Do you make each OBS frame a texture? Yeah, I haven't really figured that out, because in the browser it's going to be a little trickier, but this is using something called NDI, video stream NDI, video stream. It's really called Control A, video stream player. This one. That's video input. So video input here. So grab that. New video input. You think it has my thing selected already? That's kind of cool. That's about it. We play the game, we can watch your live stream while we are playing. Yes, that's always been the intention. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to do that. We'll do that now, and then I'll do the fixing of the other stuff. But yeah, I got this little stream set up. We could put like other things on these other screens too. Like there's a lot of cool things we could do. The fuck? There's a sun in here. They're all attached to the same object, so I can't like remove the other ones. Could you probably using sub viewports? Yeah, I'm trying to think like how the best way to go about it is. So maybe we use this. So we have our plane mesh, like you said, and the texture you said could be a viewport texture, maybe. Can't create a viewport because there's not set as local. Really? I could do image texture, camera texture, DPI texture. What the fuck is that? DPI, SVG. Okay. Yeah, I guess we could just make it local. Local to scene. There you go. Now, I should be able to make a viewport texture. Huh? Maybe the mesh needs to be local to scene too? Oh, here it is. There we go. We got a viewport texture. All right, so now we viewport. I forget how to use viewports. It's so hard. Subviewport container. Container used for displaying the contents of a subviewport. Displays the text underlined, combines the subviewport as minimum stretches and less. I don't think we need that. Yeah. There's two choices here. I could either look it up or I could just kind of play around with it and brute force it, which is also fun. I need to instantiate this thing, not new it. We'll do a camera here. Take a look. Just test it like this. Okay. It's just kind of in the way. So if I comment this out, that makes sense. So now I got this thing that's just all over it. It's just like, I guess we add it to the sub viewport, or maybe we should get the sub viewport rendering like something. What are you doing here? Render target. Use sub view for a security camera setup. Yes, yes, that's right. Security camera, mini map, all sorts of cool stuff. I just don't fucking know how to render to it. Da, da, da. I think maybe the sub viewport container is the important piece, right? Container for displaying the contents of a sub viewport. The container that displays the content of the underlying sub viewport child notes. Changing sub viewport control scale causes it to disappear. Sub viewport can force mouse and enter to a sub report. You put them in there. I believe you have to add a node scene as a child of the sub viewport node. I just don't know. Can I like put a label or something, like some text in here to see it, and then make it giant and just say like, yeah, this will be what we look at while we don't have the video running. That'd be a nice default because this won't work in web right away. We need like a 3D thing that does the 3D. Well, that's actually this mesh here, right? Oh, look, it says text to see there. Okay, cool. I don't think this is quite it, but oh, okay. Uh, Hey, dude, how'd you fix the physics jitter? Oh my gosh, Ratman's like, I fixed. Oh, that's a title I'm interested in. Let me show you. It is amazing. I'm gonna link it to you, and you can just digest it in your own time. But basically, someone. I mean, I cannot believe that I missed this because I've looked at this before. This solution before, uh, and I swear to God, here it is. Jittery movement on client side. I'm looking at first multiplayer based soccer game. We're not going to look at his code. We're look at this penny loafer. They say physics run on a separate physics thread, and modifying the node position on the main thread will cause race conditions. This is why you see jitter as the two threads battle to put the ball where they think they should be. Doing a peer-to-peer, da-da-da, he skip. Doing a central authority. You can add client-side prediction. Yes, we know all this. Okay, let's not do this. He says, I put a follow-up post with a script I use for my physics-based game. This script will pull the physics object on the server, collect the position, rotation, and velocities into an array, and sync that on the client. The client will receive the array and update its local physics object in reverse, extracting from the array and putting it onto the physics object. It's like, this is a very direct way of doing it with the essentials that we need, like the transform, the velocity, all these things I've tried like individually, but this just does it in a nice way. And the way you use it, he even like says how to use it. It requires one property, this base state array, and one signal. And so I just grabbed this thing and I threw it on a multiplayer synchronizer, set it up the way he had it, and I can show you the result. I mean, you might have seen it in Discord already, but it's insane. I don't know how this happened, but or how I missed this. But in Discord, I have 2 videos. The first video, look at that jitter. It might not be super clear, but that is shaking like a rat. Scared rat. And then after I put that on there, on my multiplayer synchronizer, changed a few things. Smooth as butter. Same network test here. Unbelievable. I could not get it. I mean, you can just barely imperceptibly. It's just so smooth. It doesn't matter what your frame rate is, what physics sticks you have. Like, it just worked right out of the box. And I feel like I've spent 2 years trying to figure this out, and it was like right there the whole time because this is from 2023. And probably about as long as I've been working on it. I think I've looked at this thread before too. He's a true MVP all over the forums. I think so. I've seen penny loafers before. And so maybe I just browsed this and didn't try it, but I tried it. His physics synchronizer is the class name. Couldn't be more happy at this moment to have an out of the box fix for that, at least for the most part. And like the real test will be adding it to my character bodies because they were jittery too, because they're basically subject to the same forces. And also we'll need to test it with people across the network in terms of uh, we'll see. Do another network test because I started to revisit this jitter once I had a network test for this new game that I'm working on. A physics-based game. Fishing game. And the network test was a little disappointing because of the jitter. But I think now I'll be a better situation. We're also trying to figure out subview ports so we can have my OBS, my screen displayed in the game. We're close, but I know I've done this before. I was just like, I'm just kind of being obstinate and not looking it up. But I don't know that it's done with the viewport texture. I know it's so simple, and I'm just like, Okay, let's just look it up. Um, display sub viewport in 3D. Ghetto. Should we use the AI? No, we're gonna skip over the AI. We're gonna resist. Look, it's penny loafers. Oh my god, this guy's a genius. Let's go to the actual Godot engine documentation. Did you environment? Oh wow, no, I did not. Okay. Using viewport. Screen on which the game is projected. See the game, we have a surface on which to draw it. That is the surface. Penny loafers greater than LLMs. I agree with you. LLMs make me so sad on like a daily basis. I have to use them for work. I am forced to use Claude Code. I don't have a choice because so much of our code is now LLM generated that the only way to work on the LLM code is to have LLMs continue to work on it. But reading the docs, there's nothing ever going to beat reading the docs because you can outsource your thinking, but you cannot outsource your understanding. We can. Okay, so it does say texture there. By using a subview as a render target, we can either render multiple scenes simultaneously, or we can render it to. I think what I need to do is I've got the label in there as a test. That's good. Rendering a 3D object, rendering a 2D object in a 3D game. Given the ability to draw objects in a texture as if they were on a screen. This is good. Oh, you could. I don't think we need a camera in there because it's a control node, right? The world 3D, yeah, that makes sense for a 3D one. Let's keep going and try to find a 2D example. If a subviewport as a child as you become active and display anything as that looks like that. That's what's happening, and so we know that that is not the correct approach yet. Let me actually revisit the one with security. Won't need it, but I just want to refresh my mind. Yes, exactly. So this is great. We're learning. Take this out and delete it. That way it won't render on our screen when we press preview. We shouldn't see it. We want to see it on the screen right there. So how do we do that? Unshaded, that's cool. Oh, cool. Overdraw, that's neat. I didn't know that. You can draw wireframes? That's really fun. Compatibility render, yeah, that's why I don't use them. Okay, so when rendering to a subviewport, whatever is inside will not be visible. To display the content, you have to draw it in a viewport texture somewhere. This can be requested via code. Excellent. New viewport texture. Excellent. Good choice. I've done that. Now, every frame is cleared away. The default color set to true. By default, happen. No. Okay. So now we have to figure out why this mesh, quad mesh, I think maybe we change this to a plane mesh and face Z. Let's do 20, 20, sure. And then I get a new standard material, access that albedo and get that viewport texture. We might have to, okay, yep, local to scene. We go resource, doop. Try one more time. There it is, getting some progress going. Viewport path, this one, should see the label. Boom. The docs solved it once again. The docs have solved our problems. Except that's not right. What did I do wrong there? Let's just reload it. Maybe there's, okay, it's pink, it's purple. I think we gotta select this viewport texture correctly. Let's do unshaded, transparency disabled. Disabled. You, sub viewport. Why are you so this? What are you? I didn't do this. Let's do it. Let's just delete you. Sub viewport. Sprite 3D for the texture. It's an interesting choice. Try it out. Texture, viewport texture. I got to make this local first, right? Maybe it's fine. Okay, select. Put something in there. A label. Text to see. Let's try that out. Font sizes 64. I don't see it though. Where's my text? It's down there. I see it down there. It's funny. Let's go like, what's a typical size? 1920 by 1080p. This is getting there. And so now my Sprite 3D just needs to come up. Let's check that out. All right. Nice progress there. Now, all we have to do is instantiate this new video thing into the sub viewport. So let's access this unique name, grab this. And that's it. This will not work on web. Let's give it a shot. Oh shit, there I am. Fuck yeah. I have to mute this thing because I can hear myself and you guys probably can't, but that's fucking cool, boys and girls. That's fucking cool. Let's go into our main scene and check it out. W, yes. W's in the chat. Z. Oh, there I am. I've got fish. I've got bowling pins. There's no jitter because I'm on the host. I can even see Zed's W. That's pretty fucking cool now. Oh my god. I gotta go get my partner and show her it. Julie, come take a look. I'm on stream, but look at this. I got it to work. Look at that. Is that cool or what?
That's cool.
Yeah. And people are gonna throw shit at the screen like the bowling pin.
Is it gonna break?
Yeah, break the screen. That would be great. Yes. You've got good ideas. You should give me more ideas someday.
Oh, or if the more they hit it, the screen starts catching on fire.
Yeah, and so I think one thing I can do is then I can have I can get this Godot application capture,
Oh, funny.
and then I can actually change how all this works a little bit. But yeah, so cool.
Fun.
Now,
It's not laggy either. What if you have more people playing?
I fixed the lag recently, actually.
fix this?
That's what I sat down to do. This has been like the most productive session I've had in like a couple of weeks.
Okay.
So I got this working and I fixed the lag. So the next time you play, I'm actually going to be launching this for our users soon. The last thing I've got to do is make a new fishing mini game that's on my list. So we have a plan here that I'm like vaguely following. And one of the important pieces is,
Does that only have to be fish? Why can't you have like a bug catching net and then you catch bugs too?
well, you can code that if you want to have a bug catching net. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to do a fishing mini game. So think about what you want in a fishing mini game.
Not like Stardew.
You don't have to think about it. Yeah, I hate Stardew. Stardew's is the worst. It's like not any fun.
Pretty good job with that.
Yeah, I
It wasn't
might.
too bad.
I like Dredge, just like a timing game. I think I'm maybe like a bar instead of a circle, but yeah, I think
Oh yeah, a lot of games use that though. So yeah.
I just don't. I want a timing mini game rather than whatever the fuck
Good job.
Stardew does. Yeah, I just wanted you to do it. Thank you, buddy. Wow. Okay. Joyous productivity. Now we've got to figure out send video WebRTC stream video. It's cool since we're using WebRTC. Oh god, I don't think this is going to have any results. Yeah, it's got a pull request, that's for sure. It's called the Sprite 3D Sprite screen. Very well done. Good tip there with that. We can make a let's think about this a little more. So we need like a so this is 1920 by 1080. What if we do 19.2 by 10.8 on the Sprite screen? So it is currently, oh, you can't define a size? Is that, what am I missing here? If this thing like changes size, so let's do this by how? Oh, it's actually already responsive like that. That's nice. Very good. All we have to do is just scale it. Boop. Yeah, this is gonna be great. And we're gonna replace this screen eventually with like a real asset, so I'm not worried about it. Looks really good. Okay. And now in the sub viewport, I'm gonna do a panel. It's just gonna be black. Or yeah. Theme override styles. The panel is this color. That's a nice color, but let's do make unique black. I wonder why I can't see it. Oh, it's fill, expand. Maybe there needs to be like a canvas. What's cool to be the 4.7 with area lights in 3D, which will be so cool with screens. Really? You should go check the 4.7 features. Yeah, the animation player finally needs some love. Path 3D collider snapping. That's nice. Ability to copy and paste data from entire section. Yes, please. This is amazing. Monospace code names. Okay, that's Oh, very cool. Ooh, mesh library. That's nice. Yo, that's wild looking. Why are you using a character body 3D for spikes? It's strange. Apparently, there's some lights too. Oh, input, yeah. 2D physics. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, Android. There's so much fun, shiny stuff. HDR, yeah. I've never understood HDR. Kind of behind the times there. Ooh, this nearest behavior looks really good. That's nice. I really like that. Area Light 3D. Woo! This looks like something from Passive Star. Cookie Badger. Inline previews for shaders. Cool. That's nice. Very good stuff. Can I do full rect here? There we go. And then we get rid of the rounded corners. And we put in label. No signal. That's pretty good. I like it. 200. We are going to make a little texture rect here. I'll show you a little trickerino. I wonder why I can't see in 2D because I don't have a preview port. Okay, so I can view it here. Yeah, we're learning about everything. We do a texture, and to show you a little trick, this gradient texture 2D, this is a fun one. What you can do is you can change the fill to a radial, and then you go 0 0.5, 0 0.5, and now I'm gonna make a red circle with a little SVG style. Boom. And you just change this to red as well. And the 0 on that. Boom. How about that? Just get that really close to the other one. And now you make it huge. We can do math here in these, so I'll do like 4. And then we look at it again. Yeah, that looks great. Perfect. No signal. Yeah, I do this a lot because I like to do everything as much as possible in code. Sometimes I do this in code. I'll set those up. Like connecting signals and stuff. You just got to get creative. I found that out by myself. I was like really just like playing around in it. It's like. And now we just place them in an HBox container. I'm also a web developer by trade. So this sort of like UI stuff is something I always like circle back to, spend a lot of time on. There we go. We got a nice little no signal. And this is what's going to be viewable in the web view until I get the streaming. The goal for, I'm going to say like a to-do, like, let's do a to-do here. To-do, figure out how to populate this with like a 12 FPS video or image stream for web, as this won't work in web. Okay. Okay, so we have a Mac. No default export here. Index. That's fine. We'll call it friend gem. Let's call it friend gem chat. Save. I'm gonna do a save point too here. When you fix this much shit, you gotta really you gotta save point. Perfect. Okay. OBS NDI successful. Fix jitter. I'll put fix jitter first because that's actually the almost the more important. Fix jitter with physics sync and add OBS NDI. That's what we did. We push it. I should have closed this. Fuck. I always do that. What I want is to ignore that. Excuse you. Get pull. Get merge this one. Push. Open back up. I need coffee. How much coffee I got? Here we go. Okay, next we do another test. Let's see. It looks good. I think we're still on one instance, so we can just do this. Yeah, there I am. I do need to mute this thing. Volume? Should we do volume? Even with the firewall off, multiplayer is still broken. Ah, that sucks. You were able to connect in one way on the good day to you, sir. Good day, Duke Smile. Did you get it with two Chrome windows next to each other? Because that's like at least partially successful. And you did not have turn server on, which you don't need turn. You don't need that relay. I'm trying with my project right now. Yeah, that's a rough one, man. I'm sorry. Well, there's some other ways for to connect. Like I'm gonna putting out additional videos on connections, including one on Steam too. The Chrome ones did work potentially. Yeah, I would retest the Chrome ones. If you can't work that, then we've got bigger issues temporarily. Yeah. Yeah, so if you did get a session there, that's promising, but it's not a final solution, right? So we'll need to. All right, so we say get this node name. So this is Canvas video stream player. So we're going to say get node. Uh mm, what's the lowest you can go on the volume here? Um it's like -50. It's -80. We'll do that. All right. Okay. More tests. Uh-oh. Do I hear myself? Huh? Okay. I gotta stop my music so I can Hello? Well played. Okay, so now, what is this inception? I am running my OBS stream in game, in Godel. That's what's going on. And you will see no signal if you can't have the signal, but most players will be able to see this. Me. All right, so now the other thing we do, that's a fun idea. Yeah, it's not an original idea. I found it on another streamer who's like doing some VTuber type stuff. And I'm not a VTuber, but I am gonna have it in game here. And then we'll build up this world to have people play on my stream. We need to figure out how to, let's think, point the camera at that. So it provides an HTML render server that grabs the Twitch stream. Yes, that's pretty close. Yeah. Yeah. As an embed. Yes. Yes. So the plugin we're using is something called NDI, Godot NDI right here. And this is a SDK source development kit. I'll show you something really cool. So like this user has the ability to take a camera in Godot and export it in NDI format. I'm using it to import, but he uses it to export. And so there's a little section that they have here that's really cool. It's show me what you're building. Where's the cool thing? Oh, here it is. Show off what you made. And I'm gonna add to this. Somebody made this really cool. Okay, so here's Godot, and there's like a bunch of stuff going on, and a camera inside Godot. And they are taking the video feed from the game and they are projecting it on the wall with this placement map. Like that is pretty sick. And I love things seeing Godot being used for this sort of thing because it's just so creative. They have import from controller, so you can like control this. That's kind of neat. So that's one of the other uses. But mine is, yeah, it's fun to see. Now we are going to get focused again on the camera. That's what we were doing. So we have a server tag on here that is also OBS. So we're gonna need to add some more server like tricks. That is actually pretty close. That camera is like not far off. I think we're gonna need a new camera. Let's go ahead and make a new camera. Here's the other thing. The way this thing is situated is not great currently. I think we need a new screen. Or we take this one into Blender and make it better. What if we took one of the little ones? We have this old CRT type thing. I'm not dissatisfied with it, but I'm not 100% happy with it. I fucking hate Google. This might be. Nah, it sucks. interesting. Quaternius. Our classic Quaternius. Let's get a good one. Let's get the best one. Monitor. We need something low poly. We need something aesthetic. Oh, these are interesting. That's kind of cool. Retro monitor. Oh, it's paid. It's fine. Ooh, that's really cool. Let's check that one out. Ooh, I like the vintage. Oh, look at that. That is fucking sick. A whole setup. Okay, we're finding some good ones. Let's keep looking. I like that. I like a lot of these. I think we can find a good one. Ooh, the old classic CRT style. And this is nice. It's a little wider than, and it's only 130 triangles. It's like the lowest of the low poly. This has a little bump out there for the. This is pretty close. Check out another one. It's 12K triangles, but we potentially could get that pretty much a lot further down. I think this is worth looking at. This one is not the right size. That's a nice simple one. It's not the right aspect ratio either, though. Oh, look at all these. These are so good. Blender is absolute witchcraft. Yeah, I saw someone working in Blender yesterday, and I was like, yeah, that's a lot of work. This one's not bad either. Darn, there's so many. It's kind of like interesting because I want something that's 1920 by 1080, but I want the old school look. So it's like all these CRTs are square aspect ratio, like 4:3, where I'm looking for something that's, wide, not wide, but 1920 by 1080. So that's too square. It's still 4:3. These are all 4:3. I forget what the ratio name is. Think about installing a WebRTC and plugin. It's official. Yeah, absolutely. So there is a WebRTC plugin. I had trouble downloading it, but in the video we get it from the GitHub. It's the same thing, but it's this WebRTC plugin from. And then if you go to the files, it's the same Godot engine WebRTC native. So this is what's required for running locally. You don't need it when you're in the browser, but yeah. Look up good old Terra. Good old Terra. Google? Huh? Provide screens for B2B customers. What the heck are we talking about? I think we're gonna have to be maybe a link if you have a good idea. I'll look at it. I meant by Terra screens. Terra screen. Huh? By that I meant Terra screen. Like this? That's a Terra? I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Yeah, I found it on GitHub. Yeah, it is I mean, in the video series, we go over installing this. We download it, get it set up, you have to allow permissions on it, allow security on it. So this is in part 2. It's like one of the first steps. We have to get this plugin. There's 2 ways to get it. They apply a ton of kind of that basic screen look. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for something a little more less than basic. I think this is kind of my ideal form factor. ViewSonic. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. This might be perfect if I can like fit it right in here, like, you know, It's got a big border on it, though. This is too basic. This is kind of cool. I like this one a lot. Why don't we do this one? Yeah, here we go. Let's try it out. We'll keep the old one, but let's try it out, friends. Yeah, this is too much. Let's do our new screen. What's this one? Oh my god, it's so small. It's so small. Okay, we're gonna go and get that. It's under tech, computer. You probably can't see this because okay, so here's another trick. You can take this root scale and just pump that guy up to like 30. That did great. And then let's just delete the other one. We know we're not going to use it, right? And it is actually forward Z, so that's good. What if we keep it like that? Take our sprite screen, flip the faces, or just get rid of the, okay, the rotation is already like that. We do flip. Faces, texture. I think, yes, okay, so no. Yeah, there. We just bring this down from 1. I'll just do 1. Oh, this is looking good. Doop. Just kind of do that. Let's do 0.8. Yeah, it's not perfect because we need to curve it. But no one will be able to tell the difference. Man, that'd be so cool if we could curve it. We might have to use like a shader or something, or I don't know how it would curve it, but it's probably better to just be flat, just for visibility's sake. And one thing I can do is I can actually add a mesh, like a black box mesh that just kind of covers that gap. Or alternatively, we could dive into the scene itself. See if we can get rid of the screen like this. It's probably all together. We could also take it into Blender and do this, but we could get rid of that screen. Oh, these are individual keycaps or something. It's pretty silly. It's fun to have this little cam button thing, but we don't need it, right? Yeah, it's all together. Let's see here. Look at that. That's so cool. We can just get rid of this by doing skip import on that object. We have to skip import on all of them. So, I wonder, can I select more than one? Skip, 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 skip. I think I could also do editable children and just delete them there. Boop. There, they're gone. So I never tried this, but I thought, yeah, if you got a different error, you could look in your error log because it'll tell you WebRTC must be overridden. if you don't have the plugin, it'll say function WebRTC must be overridden before you can use that. So I'm just read your, it might be why it's not working comment. And then you also say, Zed, I never tried this, but I thought setting the mesh material directly instead. Yeah, so I could like isolate the material and like pull that and put it straight on there. The one thing I'm thinking about though, since this needs to like, I don't want my screen to be curved so it'll be more legible. That's the one thing I'm thinking about. So I think we do want to do just a mesh instance. Um, just add a, for now, basically a box behind it. And like, is it perfect? No. Do I care? No. This is, wow. Sometimes Godot's like frame rate here just crashes and I don't have anything else open. Let me check. Close Discord, right? What else? We've got a lot of these open, but that shouldn't matter. We can kill Chrome. Yes, we are making a B2B SaaS today. The service I am providing is entertainment. The business makes no money. Don't cry. And so we could like bevel the edges and do all this like extra work, but what we're gonna do is just grab this standard material, throw it into black. One thing that really bugs me is that this always comes with just a little bit of metallic with that specular, and that's super annoying. So I don't think everything has to be. And what does that do? That just like provides just a flatter surface for our actual screen. What is this collision shape? Oh, that's the collision shape from the old piece of shit. So we can move that out. This here. And this rigid body can die. There we go. And now we can throw this once we're happy with that. Yeah, it would be nice to bevel these edges, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to get lazy here and just ship it. Boom. Okay. Sprite. We could link these together a little bit, make it a little bit more. Yeah. Looks pretty bad. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I was thinking it's an issue with the tracker URLs, but so yeah, I can give you the other tracker URL that I use is tracker.andrewdev. I mentioned this in the comments now too. I actually have updated that, but use that one. That's going to give you fewer TLS errors and stuff like that because the other ones are just a little different. They're for BitTorrent, which is kind of just a funny thing. Yeah, I hope it helps. It might not do anything, but it is just slightly more reliable. So you never know. All right. let's go ahead and grab this. And what we can do is, here's another tip in case you didn't know. You can click physics, boop, generate a mesh, physics mesh, just like that. Put it on all the layers for the fact that it's an environment. And re-import, boom. Ooh, I'm not getting that error anymore. Progress. That's what we want to see. All right, let's get our TV turned around here. Um, there it goes. It's just a TV just hanging out in the wilderness. Make it look like it's buried, right? Okay, perfect. Now, let's blow it up 1.2. It's huge, friends. It's huge. Now, what we want to do is find a way to position the camera for it. Because the OBS camera is currently right there. It don't look quite right. It don't look right, but hello. Let's think. What do we want to do? We want it to get closer, obviously. I want to look at it. Yeah, I mean, sucks, man. How do I get there? I feel like I can just go into the remote, get the camera. Don't cry. You deserve it. What do you think happened there? Really? Huh? There we go. It's not perfect. Is it ever going to be perfect? Be patient. Be patient, friends. Um, what about this? Do this. There. Now it's just that. Okay. More adjustments. More adjustments. Let's do it live. Make it fit on the screen. Perfect. That's perfect. It's so close. It's so close to great. All right. And now I can control it. Cool. So we do this. What do we so how do we prevent this like crazy I don't know. I don't know actually. If there's a couple of different ways. We got to do a lot of work with the camera, but we can just take this camera for now. There we go. I'll be right back. Let's get some water. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Yeah. What we got now? Let's test some more stuff. Damn, freaking animation. Huh? What are we talking about? Let me get my chat back up here. Hold on a sec. Hi, Andrew. Got to work on a Godot project. Took me some time after playing Doom a lot. You got burned out. Yeah. Tell me about burnout. I'm burned out too. I'm burned out, but we're doing pretty cool. We're doing well today. I've got a system here where we're gonna have myself in the game. So we're gonna export this as a runnable here. Did you fix everyone's IG? What's IG? In game? What? I realized I was connecting to a signal instead of adding the world. It fixed it. Nice. The water? Yeah, my water is looking good. I think my water looks great. I think maybe we need a little extra waves. It's kind of hard to sell. Let's go over here. And we're going to try this out. We're going to go to our dist folder and our Mac. And we're going to do this. Oh, we don't have any, we don't have our server tag on. So I will go to export. I'll duplicate this. Or maybe we only, yeah, let's duplicate it. Let's say this is going to be our OBS server. We add two features, server and OBS. Export again, save, okay. It's an OBS server, yeah. That's what it's gonna be. We're gonna start that shit up. It's taking a while. Oh, there it goes. That didn't work. It's a game server that's gonna host the game and allow people to play. And OBS is the streaming software called Open Broadcasting. OBS is not Obsidian. OBS. It's the software that I use to stream. So there it is. Okay, so now we put that over here. We add a new source, and we say this is going to be a new Mac OS screen capture. It's going to be friend Jim server, and it's going to choose you, and then application, and then friend Jim. There we go. Some. Can we like make it full screen? Okay, so let's think about this. I need like another screen now. Let's do options video. There we go. Can we still see it? Ooh, this is bad. Okay. The fuck is going on? I know what OBS if it has to do with server because we're going to we're going to do this. Oh, it's lost. Okay, so if I have it in full screen mode, I can't see it anywhere. So we'll just have to do this. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let's bring it back over here for a second. And we can see me and it's like doing the thing. That's fine. But how do we get this thing? Ooh, there's so many of these. Interesting. Time to finish your stuff. Yep. Okay. Good luck. Bye bye. We're just playing with our stream. So, we're not doing anything important here. Let's do that. There we go. There we go. Ah, baby. We've done it. Here it is. But it's not running until we go over here and now it's running. So it pauses when we don't focus it. Options, video, full screen, true, false. My brain is completely broken here. So what do I need to stream? I need to have like two different outputs. Because now I have this. I have to figure out. Oh, I ignore. Maybe I ignore. I want to show Godot inside this thing. But I don't want this like. This is the part where I'm getting confused. Because I don't want to show. I want this output, but I think I need to change the way my server's outputting so that my final screen can be the screen that should be outputted. Let's think about this, friends. Don't worry. Okay. Main output. I might have to do this off stream. How did you do the terrain? Yeah, so I am shit at Blender, so I'll show you how I did it. You go in here, you delete the cube with X, and then you go up to your preferences in Blender, edit preferences. Here we are. Okay, here I'm in Blender. I edited my preferences. What you do is you search for extensions and you look for this ANT, another noise T landscape, and you turn that on. Another noise tool, okay? That's what it's called. And then it'll give you this like this little thing over here called create another noise tool. Oh my gosh, this thing is really chugging on me. I gotta close this out. I feel like I shouldn't have any problems, but my Blender is not happy right now. Create. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So here's the landscape tool. Boom. All right, so now we got a basic landscape. And the trick is that you have to open up this other one over here on the right, on the left, and then you play with this. You can save the default project, no cubes. Yeah, yeah. I'm not very good at Blender. And then the ones I like are these lakes. So I've done that one. And then you play with the seed here to get different lakes. And then I change like the height to change like the overall, and then some offsets you can say. I don't know. There's a lot of little settings you can say. The minimum, you can make it deeper. It looks like I think there's some like geometry under here, and so when you so then when you bring it into this, when you bring it into Godot, you can get rid of the water plane because it's just a unmeshed thing, and then you just throw a mesh on material on it, and it's nothing fancy, and there are probably better tools because but I don't like, there's like, if you search terrain in here, there's some good ones, there's some better ones. I don't know. I think that one of these is going to be good, but I do not like terrain 3D because that's too much. It's too crazy. It's for like open world, whatever. It's just very hard to use. This looks interesting. How old is this? Let's see. I like the infinite aspect. 2 years ago, 9 months. Yeah, this is kind of getting up there in age. It's kind of okay. I saw another one recently, but it looks like none of these have been updated because I always have recently updated as the sort. But I think Godot is missing like a very good terrain tool. So the other piece of here that you might have noticed is like these trees and bushes are all proton scatter. I think maybe you asked about that already though. Proton scatter is pretty great. Takes a lot of tweaking, but it is faster once you get it all set up. Now this is the ultimate puzzle. I've got my screen streaming in there, but what I need to do is ultimately change what scene gets exported, because In my OBS settings, I only want to output one thing. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to create a friend gym scene. And I'm gone. I'm gone. It's good. Now we want friend gym. Oh shit. Uh I'm here. I'm here. See if we read the docs. That worked last time, didn't it? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, here we go. Finally got the multiplayer working again. Yay! Good job, Zed. I'm glad you could power through it. You've got the chops, you got the skills. You can definitely do it. Yeah, no problem. That's what we're here for, to help out. Like, I'm glad you could get it. We want to get people connected and learning how to do this, you know? It's always what I wanted to do, so I'm glad other people want to do it too. So this is an NDI source. We want to change the output. Here's the output. Oh, here's a filter. Wait, NDI video source filter chroma key. Dedicated NDI output. How do groups work? Can we like put a group? Main output groups. What does that mean? Pretty cool. How do groups work? Distro IV OBS groups. Thinking face. What does this mean? NDI groups. Just managed to get working on the British public group. NDI bridge. No, NDI was only good to share. Deleted the public group from the send groups in the access manager. What the fuck? We're just so close. Streamline next sources. Oh, sheesh. Wait, did I just change anything? I don't think so. Oh. I've got a puzzle here. I don't like puzzles. Basically, I want to show you this window, but somehow I need to hide this window in OBS. Huh. What am I doing? Can y'all see? You can see my mouse, right? Can you see me working on this thing? See. You can see me working there. The problem is I gotta serve y'all something different than what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing this, but I want y'all to see my TV. I want y'all to see the TV all on its own. Like there. Fuck. I feel like I'm so close and I don't have enough brain cells to get this right. I might have to figure this out offline. Oh, well now I've got the issue where I've got the thing going, but it's got the the repeat problem. I can show you nothing, or I can show you the TV. And the TV has my thing, because the TV is the same as... Basically, I need the TV to only get info from me, but I need the TV, it's the same output, the same input. I'm breaking my brain. Number of brain cells I have currently for this problem is just too few. The fuck? Okay. Oh, shit. Holy shit. What is the, which is part of the free NDI tools? Where are the free NDI tools? Give me that. This sounds great. This is it, boys and girls. The problem is I'm using them right now, so we have to end stream and restart. So we'll do some other stuff instead. I think it's just like we've got these things on our to-do list. Oh no, it says restart my Mac. I might just restart, friends. I might. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'll be back. That's just life. Thank you.